Posse Comitatus Act. The Posse Comitatus Act is a U.S. federal law that restricts the use of federal military personnel for domestic law enforcement unless specifically authorized by the Constitution or Congress, enacted in 1878. It aims to prevent military overreach in civilian affairs. Key points. Restriction on military use. The Act generally prohibits the federal military, Army, Air Force, etc. from participating in civilian law enforcement activities. Historical context. The law was passed in response to concerns about excessive military involvement in law enforcement, particularly during the Reconstruction era. Exceptions and loopholes. While the Act aims to keep the military out of domestic law enforcement, it does allow for exceptions when Congress or the Constitution specifically authorize such use. Purpose. The Act reflects a principle of separating military and civilian authority, ensuring that military power is not used to control the civilian population. Relevance. The Posse Comitatus Act is still relevant today as debates continue about the use of military personnel in domestic law enforcement, particularly regarding issues like border security and potential responses to civil unrest. Enforcement. The Act was enforced by the U.S. Department of Justice. Exceptions. While the Posse Comitatus Act generally restricts the use of military personnel in law enforcement, there are exceptions. For example, the military can be deployed under the Insurrection Act, the National Guard, or for disaster relief. These are all true. Also, part of that is that the military is not supposed to be able to take a civilian's home and use that as a domicile for soldiers if something happens. So let's say the National Guard is sent out to Louisiana because there's a hurricane. They can't just go into someone's home, whether they're there or not, and just stay there, okay? So there's more to Posse Comitatus than what this is saying, but this is meant to protect civilians from overreach by the federal government, and that is extremely important. And if you think otherwise, you need to rethink how you think. Okay, I hope that helps.